Hey guys, it's Jamie Little to Little Poet Spice, and I am here to do a combo haul video. Yes, some of the stuff I ordered from the HSN Crafty Day came. I got stuff from Doodlebug Wall, the Not Too Shabby shop, Crafter's Companion through HSN, Tonic, Amazon, Rare Earth. Yeah, so let's get started. So first, my order from Doodlebug Wall. So let's start with this one first. I saw, and I can't remember whose video it was, but I saw these little bunnies on a card. And I think it was on the actual Doodlebug Wall or Mama Elephant. One of these two. Quit it! Oh, little kids in there acting up. And this was so cute. And then when I went to look at it, it had all these little cute babies on there. I was like, oh my gosh. I told Darius this is me and him. So funny. Okay, so I went to the site. Of course, she had a little sale. I bought these. And you know me, gotta have the dye that matches. Gotta have the dye that matches. And then, as you would have seen, as a quick preview, I love these little Mama Elephant agenda ones because these little things are so cute, and I don't know what it is, but they're adorable. And I think part of it is the small, uber small size, because they're itty bitty and they're so cute. And then of course, dye to match. So then she was nice enough to send me a little free gift, a thank you gift. And so she sent these adorable, they're actually called Unbearably Cute polar bears, which I had looked at this stamp set before and I was like, nah, I'm not going to get it. And so thank you, because now I have it. Then of course, you know what I had to do? I had to go order the dye that goes with it. But you didn't hear me say that. Okay, then I ordered this. And that came. Then from Create and Craft, createandcraft.com, I've talked about Sweet Dixie designs before, okay? And they have wonderful prices when they do their releases. So the dyes themselves are inexpensive. None of these dyes was more than, I would say, $10. And then most of them were less than that. And they do capped shipping when they do their release. They do your 10% off if you're a club member. And then they usually do $50 and you get 20% off, even, 20% more off. This time they had a smaller release, so they did $30 and you could get 20% off. So it was fabulous. Let's just put it this way. I got all 4 of these dyes for less than the price of a Tattered Lace dye. Okay. And they cut well. So I got this one. Little Celtic cross looking tombstone, little skull, and they are good sizes and they cut well. So there's that one. Here's this one, and I love the little owl. It's so funny. And then you've got 3 bats in there, so it's again one of those where you could chop it down, you could just cut out the bats, and it embosses. So all these dark areas emboss. And what's good about their dyes is a lot of times it will emboss a little bit just by running it through the first time. So then, of course, if you put an embossing mat on, it's even better. They had the spooky tree one. And so you've got this little face going on. And if you didn't want the face, you could just put the pieces back in or just cover it up in some kind of way. Then they have more bats, the moon, this little circle, and a fence. So look at that one. Ah, it's so cool. And then they have the filigree coffin, which of course you could cut all of these. You could cut the pumpkin, you could fussy cut the ghost. There's more bats. There's another teeny tiny ghost, the cross. There's another owl. And so it's a good size. You can see that. So that was from Create and Craft. All right, now the Not Too Shabby shop. The Not Too Shabby shop. The Not Too Shabby shop. All right, now I didn't get a chance to color these. I did stamp them and cut them out. This little penguin sent me over the edge. And then you've got the little gingerbread dude, the little candy ornament, and the snowflake. So this is one of the Not Too Shabby stamp release that they just came out with. And it's so cute. I really wish they had dies to match. You know I do. But as it is, I fussy cut them. So I really wish they had dies. Because like I said, I can't stand my scan and cut. Ugh. And I only keep it because I have like 3 expensive USBs that I can't use with any other machine. Otherwise, I'd get rid of it. All right, so here you have this. And I wanted it just that slim line from Whimsy postage stamp. So I love this. I can't wait to play with that. So that's what I got from the Not Too Shabby shop. Then let's go with Create and Craft. And then we'll have to switch back and forth because I did some different cutting. So this was the other set I told you I was waiting on, and I was hoping that it would send soon. This is the Sheena stamp, and see the lion? Isn't that gorgeous? It reminds me of Mr. Man, just for various reasons. So that, and I got it mainly for that. Plus I like the stamp, and it's really detailed and everything. And look how big it is. You see that? What? It's bigger than my hand, and I have big old man hands. And then they have these 2 fabulous sun and moons, and then your little stamp set. Then it has a die so that if you stamp this on the edge of a card, you can cut this part out and so it'll have a shaped front. Now I wish they had done the back so you could cut the whole thing out, but they didn't. And then this cuts out the sun and moon. So here's what it looks like when you stamp the sun and moon and then cut them out. So fabulous. Look at that. That is awesome. And there's the moon. So awesome. And then here's the lion when you stamp it out. Now I will say this. I did use my stamping platform and I used some My Favorite Things ink. And it took several times to get all that detail, and you can still see there's some not showing up. So it's definitely one of those stamps you have to work with. It'd be awesome if it were red rubber. But isn't that cool? Love it. Okay, now let's go to Crafter's Companion through HSN on the Crafty Day. Now, that stuff finally came in, and I'll have to show you. You know, I have a penchant for the little buildables, and it's a sickness. It's a flippin' sickness. Oh my gosh. So they had this set. There's 3. There we go. I'll show you. So you get this little elf girl. And you could make it a boy, except there's a dress there. So you kind of would have to do something with the pants or whatever. But there's that cuteness. And so I put one together. So there she is put together. And then there's the little package that they have that you can put together. Love that. It was so cute. And then, of course, they have the stamp for the face. Then they've got this one. Now, I didn't stamp his face, though. So they've got the Santa Claus. They've got all the pieces. Now, the only thing I would say with this one, like the elf one was pretty well put together. This one, I think they should have reordered the die. So for this example, this right here is his beard, and these are his clothes, but they put it all on one piece. So it's like you've got a hat that should be red, the body should be red, but this should be white. So if you put a red piece over the whole thing, it's kind of weird. And then this is face and buckles and all that kind of stuff. So I would have redone the design. Same thing here. So you've got black shoes with a white lining and a white beard, and that. So that's the only thing I would have done differently, because it would have made it easier putting it together. So for example, if they had put this piece, the eyebrows, the mustache, and this piece here, and the beard on one plate, since they're all supposed to be white, and then put the hat, the body, and then even if they just put the shoes and the other one on another plate, that would have been good. So, but it's still adorable. It just takes a little more to put it together. All right, this one is my favorite though. It is so cute. It is adorable. So this little reindeer is fabulous. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So check it out. I made one with the white. And then I did one with the brown. And then, of course, you could leave the antlers off and then it would be a girl. Isn't that adorable? Oh, my flipping goodness. So cute. Love it. All right, then they had, what else did they have in this one? They had a separate set that had 2 dies. So they had this penguin, which is very similar to a penguin they had previously. I don't know if it's the same penguin, just different size, but it's similar to another one that they have. And see, this is what they did a really good job on this one. So they put the pieces here for the penguin and separated them. So you'd have your black and then your white. And then they put the stuff that could be colored the same together on the same plate. So that one, I like how they designed that one. And so I ended up making 2 of those. Look at them. So they would just be reversed. Oh my gosh. How cute. And then they had this one. It's so adorable. And then they did a good job. Like, I like how they split this up. So this is all body parts. And then the little heart. And then this is stuff. Now, this is a body part too. But in general, I like how they split that one up. And he looks so adorable. The big old nose is killing me. It's so funny. How cute is that? Right? Right. And then you can see how you put them together. If you would like me to do a tutorial on how to put these 3 together, you can leave the comments below. And then I got their contemporary words. So it's between, it's like the cursive words and so forth. So that's what they look like. Because you really never can have too many word dies. And I like the fact that they had a background layer, because they don't always do that. So I was like, yay. All right. Woo, woo, woo. So fabulous. Now let's go back to create and craft, because that's what's next in my pile. I did it according to size, so this was a set. Now you could get each of these individually, but, and I forget what the set was called as a whole, but it's Rare Earth, which is a subsidiary, or it's affiliated with oh my gosh, Tattered Lace. So look, this stamp set, and there's 4 sets. So how gorgeous is that? And so you have all the vineyards to celebrate and so forth. It's called the Chateau Vineyard. The vineyard. And then look at that. So you can see the size of the stamps. Now, they're not as, they're a little bit flimsy. They're not as thick as the other stamp sets, but they have such beautiful designs. So there's that one. Then you had a Moment of Peace. So you've got all this. You've got a painting station, flowers. I love this chair. That's so comfy. A bike. This little piece of trellis work. Look at the kitty. I swear I'm becoming a cat lady. It's ridiculous. And then you can see the size of them. It's awesome. This is an A4 sheet if you didn't read it. Here's this one, and it's called Along the Footpath. And I believe this was $55 for all 4. And they usually sell them for $28 a piece. So that's, you get a little bit of a deal. And it'd be fun to make some scenes out of this, put them together. And then the last one you get, they always have a background set. So this is Rustic Charms Patterns. And so you can see where they pick up something from each of the pieces. So you've got your flowers from this one. You've just got like this lavender kind of thing. Roses, and then your vineyard. Your vineyard. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I don't know when I'll have time to play with everything, but I guess next summer, right? Who knows? So then, if you remember my tonic video, this month's kit was all of this, what was it called? Something Blue Blossom, I think is what it was called. And normally I don't go and buy all the papers that were in the collection, but they had it on for a decent price on Create and Craft. And as a club member, you got a discount. And I had to go get them because they are beautiful papers. Now, it's pink petals, which you know I'm not all that thrilled about pink. But this is a nice pattern. I love that. I love the paper. Then they had this one, which was in the kit. And I love this paper. And it's black on the bottom. So we've got that. This was gorgeous. The only thing is, you see that? They don't put very much in their packages. So I have to pick and choose what I buy. This was gorgeous. This black with the rose. I don't know if you can see the pattern. There you go. That's awesome. Love this glitter. Then they had the pinkish. This one's the blue satin. And then they had the ballet pink. Now this they have 10 sheets of. But the specialties, they only put 5. So it's kind of like one of those things where you have to be sure you actually like that paper. And then that you want to pay that much for it. And then from Amazon, the last thing I got was these thermal laminating pouches that are 8 and something. They're 8 and something. What are they? 8.9 inches by 14.4. Because I want to do some more journals that are laminated. And they need a longer base. Okay, so that's my haul for today. Thanks for watching. And like I said, if you want to see some tutorials on how to put the little animals together, the little Christmas doohickeys, let me know, and I could try to get that in there, some coloring videos, and so forth. So thanks for watching, and have a good day, good evening, whenever you're watching this, and see you next time. Bye.